Every banana peel you threw away this year contained enough potassium to feed a square foot of lawn for 2 full weeks. The average American household throws away approximately 24 pounds of banana peels annually. That's $400 worth of potassium fertilizer going into the trash every single year. Let me show you how to stop doing that. About 6 years ago, I was consulting with a retired horticulture professor from Cornell University's Department of Plant Science, a man named Dr. Wallace, 40 years in soil science research. We were walking a property I was managing outside of Ithaca, New York. The lawn was struggling, pale, thin sections, disease pressure. Standard stuff for that region. Dr. Wallace bent down and picked up a handful of soil, smelled it, rubbed it between his fingers, said, "Potassium depleted. I can smell it." I asked him what the fastest fix was. He said, "What did you have for breakfast?" I said, "What?" He said, "If it had a banana involved, the peel is sitting in your trash right now doing more good in your garbage bag than anything you'd buy at a garden center this month." He walked me through the research over the next hour. Potassium cycling in organic systems, bioavailability rates from decomposing organic matter, studies from Cornell's own soil chemistry program. I went home, pulled every banana peel out of the trash, and started the first batch of what I now call banana peel tea. What I saw over the next 3 weeks is what I'm going to show you today. 35 years of lawn work and 6 years of running banana peel treatments on lawns across Texas, Tennessee, upstate New York, and the Carolina Piedmont. I'll be straight with you about something. When Dr. Wallace told me about the potassium in banana peels, my first reaction was dismissal. It sounded like the kind of thing people share on gardening Facebook groups with no actual science behind it. So I did what I always do. I went to the research. Cornell's Department of Horticulture has published extensively on organic matter nutrient cycling, specifically on potassium release rates from decomposing organic waste in soil systems. Their data showed that banana peels, when properly processed, release potassium at rates comparable to synthetic potassium chloride, the standard commercial potassium fertilizer, but with 2 significant advantages. First, the potassium in banana peels is released slowly and consistently as the organic matter breaks down, rather than in a single spike that leaches out of the soil rapidly. Second, banana peels also release calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, and manganese in bioavailable forms, a micronutrient package that no synthetic capital K fertilizer provides. You are not just getting potassium from a banana peel. You are getting a complete micronutrient delivery system that the synthetic fertilizer model cannot replicate at any price. Here is why you have never seen this on a fertilizer bag or a garden center display. Potassium fertilizer, the capital K in your NPK bags, is derived almost entirely from mined potash. It is a global commodity market. The top 4 potash producers in the world, Nutrien, Mosaic, capital K plus capital S, and Belaruskali, together control approximately 70% of the global supply. The U.S. potassium fertilizer market alone is worth approximately $3.8 billion annually. Now, consider what happens to that market if 130 million American households start collecting their banana peels instead of throwing them away. Potassium demand from the residential lawn care sector drops measurably. That's not a theoretical threat to their business model. That is a direct revenue impact. There is no conspiracy meeting room where executives voted to bury this, but there is a $3.8 billion industry that funds lawn care marketing, sponsors agricultural extension programs, and places fertilizer representatives in garden centers whose job it is to sell bags, not to tell you that your breakfast leftovers contain the same active ingredient. Dr. Wallace told me something I've never forgotten. He said, "The research on organic potassium availability has been sitting in the journals since the 1970s. It just has no commercial sponsor, so it has never found its way to the homeowner." That sentence is the entire reason I'm making this video. Most homeowners think of lawn fertilizer as nitrogen, the thing that makes grass grow green and fast. Nitrogen gets all the marketing attention because it produces visible results the fastest, green up in 5 to 7 days, and it depletes the fastest, keeping you buying every 6 to 8 weeks. Potassium is the silent partner. It doesn't make your lawn look dramatic in a week. What it does is build the structural and biological resilience that determines how your lawn performs under stress. Here is what potassium does in your grass. 1. Root depth and density. Potassium regulates the opening and closing of stomata, the pores on the blade surface. When potassium is adequate, stomata open and close efficiently. When it's depleted, stomata regulation breaks down and the plant cannot manage water effectively. The result? Shallow root systems that die in summer heat. A lawn that has adequate potassium builds roots that chase water down, deeper, stronger, more drought-resistant. 2. Disease resistance. Potassium activates the enzymes that produce the lignin and cellulose in cell walls of grass blades. Thick cell walls are physically resistant to fungal penetration. The mechanism behind brown patch, dollar spot, and gray leaf spot. A lawn with depleted potassium is structurally vulnerable to every disease that touches it. A lawn with adequate potassium has measurably stronger physical defenses. 3. Winter hardiness and spring recovery. Potassium regulates carbohydrate storage in grass crowns. The sugars that the plant accumulates before dormancy and draws onto green up in spring require adequate potassium to form and store correctly. Potassium-deficient lawns go into winter stressed and come out of winter thin and slow to recover. 4. Nitrogen efficiency. This is the one that makes the commercial fertilizer story complicated. Potassium is required for the enzymatic reactions that allow grass roots to absorb and use nitrogen. A lawn running on adequate nitrogen but depleted potassium is underperforming its nitrogen input by up to 40%. You are paying full price for nitrogen and getting 60 cents on the dollar in performance because the potassium carrier isn't there. That is why Carol's lawn in Plano didn't respond to fertilizer. That is why lawns that should be green aren't. Not always, but significantly often. Potassium is the piece that was missing. Banana peels contain potassium, approximately 42% of daily recommended value per peel when fresh. Phosphorus, 3% per peel. Calcium, 1% per peel. Magnesium, 8% per peel. That's significant for chlorophyll support. Manganese activates key soil enzymes. Sulfur improves nitrogen absorption at root level. On a dry weight basis, after the water is removed, banana peels are approximately 42% potassium oxide. For reference, premium commercial potassium fertilizers run at 60% potassium oxide in their purest form. You are not getting exactly the same concentration, but you are getting the same compound, the same element, the same biological pathway, for free, from something you were going to throw away. One average-sized banana peel, dry weight approximately 40 grams, contains enough potassium to meaningfully treat approximately 50 square feet of lawn. 10 peels, 500 square feet. 20 peels, 1,000 square feet. The average American household generates 8 to 10 banana peels per week. Running the banana peel method consistently through the growing season, using what your household already produces, a family of 4 can produce enough potassium input to treat their entire quarter-acre lawn multiple times per season. For free, every season. There are 3 ways to use banana peels on a lawn. I'll show you all 3, ranked by effectiveness and effort. Method 1, banana peel tea, most effective. My first choice. This is what I started with after Dr. Wallace's walk. It is the fastest, most bioavailable delivery method. What you need: 5 to 6 banana peels, fresh or slightly dried, 1 gallon of non-chlorinated water, a large mason jar or bucket with a lid, a fine mesh strainer, your hose end sprayer. Process: place the banana peels in the jar or bucket. Pour 1 gallon of water over them. Cover loosely. You want some air circulation. Let steep at room temperature for 48 hours. The water will turn dark amber brown. That color is potassium and mineral content leaching into the water. After 48 hours, strain out the peels, compost them, or bury them at the base of a tree. Pour the liquid into your hose end sprayer. Set the dial to 2 tablespoons per gallon dilution. 1 gallon of banana peel tea at this dilution covers 2,000 square feet. Apply in the morning, early, before 8:30 a.m. Foliar absorption window. Morning stomata opening. Same principle as the 3-minute morning routine. Apply every 2 to 3 weeks during the active growing season. Your household generates enough peels for continuous weekly batches. Start a new batch every Monday. Apply the previous week's tea every Wednesday morning. Steady input, consistent potassium cycling. Method 2, dried and ground, slower release, easier schedule. This method is for homeowners who want a set-and-forget approach. Process: Collect banana peels over 2 to 3 weeks. Lay them flat on a baking sheet. Bake at 200 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours until completely dried and brittle. Grind in a blender or coffee grinder until powder. Apply the powder by hand or broadcast spreader at a rate of approximately 1 cup per 100 square feet. This method releases potassium slowly as the powder breaks down in soil. Over 4 to 6 weeks rather than the near immediate foliar uptake of the tea. It also contributes calcium and phosphorus to the soil directly. Combine with watering or light rainfall for best results. Method 3. Direct soil burial. Simplest, slowest. Cut banana peels into 1-inch pieces. Bury them 3 to 4 inches deep in the soil around the perimeter of your lawn, or in bare and thin spots where you want to rebuild density. As the peels decompose, 2 to 4 weeks, they release nutrients directly into the root zone of the surrounding grass. This method is excellent for spot treating thin sections or areas with visible stress. Not practical for whole lawn treatment of a large property, best for targeted repair work. My recommendation: banana peel tea for the whole lawn. Main program: dried and ground for thin spots between tea applications. Burial method for your bare patches alongside overseeding. All 3 running together costs you $0 beyond 10 minutes of weekly effort. The same rules apply here as to every biological liquid treatment. Morning application only. Before 8:30 a.m., stomata are open. Absorption is at maximum. Midday and afternoon, stomata partially or fully closed. Your banana peel tea evaporates off the blade surface. You get a fraction of the benefit for the same effort. Soil temperature above 50 degrees Fahrenheit. The microbes that process the potassium from your tea into root-accessible forms are dormant below 50 degrees. Same threshold as every other biological amendment. Check the soil thermometer before your first spring application. No rain within 2 hours. You worked 10 minutes to steep that tea. A rain event washing it off immediately is a wasted batch. Check the weather app before you walk outside. Water within 1 hour of foliar application. Light, just a 1/4 inch. Carries the solution from the blade surface down into the root zone. Not flushing it, delivering it. Frequency: every 2 to 3 weeks. Consistent input is the whole model. Potassium leaches, especially in sandy or high rainfall soils. Steady cycling is more effective than one heavy application. One quick thing: the banana peel tea builds the potassium and micronutrient foundation. It makes your lawn structurally stronger, more disease-resistant, and more drought-tolerant. What it does not do is address existing weed pressure, the crabgrass, dandelions, and broadleaf weeds already competing for the ground you're trying to restore. What to realistically expect? Month by month, weeks 1 to 2, first and second application. The potassium is entering the soil, root systems beginning to access better nutrition. No dramatic surface change yet. This is foundation work. Week 3 to 4. Grass blades look slightly more vigorous. Color is not dramatically different yet, but has stopped declining. Thin sections beginning to show early signs of lateral spread. Month 2. Root depth measurably improving in treated areas. Lawn handling heat and dry spells noticeably better than adjacent untreated sections. Color beginning to deepen as the full nutrient package activates. Month 3. This is where Dr. Wallace's data shows the most significant response. Dense, structurally sound turf. Disease resistance noticeably improved. The lawn's relationship with drought stress has fundamentally changed. Deeper roots chasing moisture instead of shallow roots baking out. End of Season 1. A lawn that goes into fall noticeably stronger than it entered spring. Winter hardiness improved through carbohydrate storage. Coming out of the following spring faster, greener, and thicker than a lawn that never received consistent potassium support. 3 mistakes, all common, all preventable. Mistake 1. Steeping less than 24 hours. A 4 to 6 hour steep produces a fraction of the mineral content of a full 48-hour steep. The potassium needs full extraction time. Start your batch Monday morning. Apply Wednesday morning, 48 hours, non-negotiable for full effectiveness. Mistake 2. Using chlorinated tap water directly. Chlorine in municipal water suppresses the microbial activity that makes the banana peel tea effective. Fill a bucket the night before and let it sit uncovered. Chlorine off gases naturally in 8 to 12 hours. Or use well water if you have it. Mistake 3. Expecting potassium results to look like nitrogen results. Nitrogen turns your lawn bright green in 7 days. Potassium builds structural health over 4 to 6 weeks. The results are deeper roots, better drought performance, improved disease resistance, and more sustained color, not a dramatic 7-day visual transformation. Judge this method on a season, not a week. That is Dr. Wallace's walk. That is what Cornell's soil chemistry research has been documenting since the 1970s, with no commercial sponsor to carry it to homeowners. Banana peel tea, 48-hour steep, morning application, every 2 to 3 weeks, free, every season. The potassium your lawn needs to build deep roots, fight disease, survive drought, and hold its color through summer. Sitting in your trash can right now. Trust me on this one. Start a batch tonight. Apply it Wednesday morning. Your lawn's root system will never be the same. See you in the next one.